Hello everyone, welcome to our Q&A live number 1. Let me know if you're here with me, and of course, where are you watching me from? I'm always curious. So this is live Q&A 1. So I see people joining us. Amazing. Welcome everyone. Let me know if you can hear me well. The sound of the picture is okay. Can you see me well? Can you hear me? Let me know if you're here with me. The sound of the picture is okay. Hello all. I see people still joining us. Hello. Hello, Eugenia. Welcome. Can you hear me well? The sound of the picture is okay. I will be sharing my screen also shortly to go through your questions and, of course, to give you feedback. Is there anyone who hasn't received worksheet number 1? Hello, Monica. All the actual assignments and daily tasks will be accompanied by a daily worksheets. So as for you to be able to have all of the details and your assignments in written format as well. So every day there will be a dedicated post released in our group, okay? And then you will be receiving early in the morning the email notification about the live call and, of course, the actual worksheet. So is there anyone who hasn't received the worksheet yet? Let me know in the comments. Have you all received the actual worksheets? Hello, Monica. Hello, Jenny. Were you able to catch up? Of course, you still have time to catch up with exercise number 1. Tomorrow, early in the morning, will be a different video with daily task number 2, where you will be able to receive a different email with a different worksheet. Does this make sense to you how the challenge works? So on a daily basis, a video will be released in our group with all the assignment details, okay? And then there will be... Hello, Matthew. Switzerland, amazing. Yes, you received it. You were able to catch up with the assignment. You were able, all of you guys, to share in our group your questions and, of course, your assignment results. I will start by answering your questions. So how the challenge works for people that you have not joined yet. You need to watch the welcome video. You will be able to find the welcome video underneath the media section of our group. Okay, Matthew, were you able to watch the welcome video? Then, based on the welcome video, you need to go and agree with the terms and conditions and the rules of the challenge in the comments. Then you need to introduce yourself in a separate post with a photo of yours. It's really important for me to get to know each other, to create a community for you to network with the rest of the people here in the group. And why not to build the collaborations and friendships. And of course, it's really important for me to get to know your background and your goals of yours participating in such a challenge, as for me to be able to tailor the content of the upcoming days. Okay, according to your own needs. I record the daily videos on a daily basis. So there are new videos that I record them based on your feedback, guys, okay, and your progress here. So for me, it's really, really important, okay? That you actually participate actively. So Matthew, let me know. And all of you guys, let me know if you know how the challenge works on a daily basis. The video with instructions about the assignment will be released in a self-paced format, recorded format on a daily basis early in the morning. You'll be receiving the email with the worksheet, and then there is going to be a Q&A post like this one that you see here on your screen, where I will be asking you on a daily basis to ask your questions, so as to have gathered all of your questions related to the daily tasks. So 5 days, 5 different daily tasks, 5 different videos, 5 different worksheets, and 5 different Q&A posts, okay? Eugenia says, everything is okay. I've got the works, no problem. Just finish task 1. Also post a question. Perfect, Eugenia. I see here your question. Let's start with that. If I want to work for industrial companies and my entry point would probably be secretary, is she my ideal client? What do you mean by industrial companies? We need a field of expertise. What does it mean, industrial companies? In what field? Is it construction, for example, companies? What is industrial manufacturing companies? Or the decision maker are HR manager, most probably. You mean here? What is the RR and HH manager for training materials? Eugenia stand for procurement manager for the materials or events. I would appreciate any additional advice about this. I will see your answer, Eugenia. But for me, it's really important to understand who's your ideal client, because I don't understand what do you mean by industrial companies. I suppose that you're a technical translator. Is that correct? Let me know in the chat. So the decision maker is usually the person who would be responsible for assigning us the project. So if you translate training material, might be that person. If you, for the manager, it really depends. Adam, it's the same way every day, okay? So you don't need to look for any links right now. Okay, on a daily basis, you refresh the homepage of the group and there where the actual live takes place, okay, Adam? Yes, I would like to work for manufacturing companies in renewable energies and renewables. So, but industrial companies here is not clear, okay? So you need to go and find renewable energies and e-mobility companies, real companies, Eugenia, okay, that you would like to work for, and make sure that you look to the people, okay, the jobs and the people that they work in such companies. And out of the list of people and their job titles, to look for the job title that you feel that is closer to the decision maker. It can be more than one, Eugenia. So it doesn't have to be one job title, okay? It can be more than one. Have you ever worked in the past with such a company? Who was assigning to you the projects? And also, it really depends what types of documents you translate for them. If you answer those questions for me, it would really help me, okay, to navigate you and to give you the further details, okay? Let me know, Jenny, in the comments. So Kenneth, are you here? Let me know if you're here with me, guys. I know now that I have several idea clients, no more than 3. I did see the video. Would you recommend having different LinkedIn profiles for different idea clients? Great question. For example, if the subject or language are different, or is that a question for tomorrow? No, it's a great question. We can answer that. Kenneth, are you here? So let me know, guys, if you're here with me, because for me, it's really important to know that you're here with me when you ask those questions, just for you to be able to have a discussion. That's why we call it a coaching call. It's not just me, recording the answers. I prefer to have a discussion with users to be able to give you better, more precise answers. So let me know, Jenny. And also, Kenneth, are you here? So to answer Kenneth's question, I don't know if he's here, if you're going to watch the replay, I would suggest you to join me live on a daily basis, guys, because that's the only way for you to get the most out of this challenge. The people that were able to get clients before the challenge ends, also during the previous rounds, were those that they actually participate in all of the live sessions. They didn't miss anything. So the most committed. And also, we're going to reward this Friday the most committed, and there is going to be a winner, okay? And the prize is going to be very highly priced, okay? So there is also motivation for you to be very committed. So Eugenia, please answer those questions for me, the 2, okay, to find a real client and check the people that work there, and also what types of documents you actually translate for those people. So Kenneth's question about we're not allowed, it's illegal on LinkedIn to have different LinkedIn profile for different idea clients. Because if somebody is going to look for you online, Kenneth, and they put your name in the search engine, it's illegal to see that you have 3 different profiles and with 3 different job titles, for example, and 3 different descriptions and 3 different, it's like, it shows that it's inconsistent. People, they will think that you're a different person. They won't realize. And also, I think it's illegal. LinkedIn doesn't allow you to have more than 1 profile. And that's why when we authenticate, okay, I have authenticated my profile. I went through the process. You need to show, okay, Kenneth, perfect. So I don't know, Kenneth, have you been an authenticated user of LinkedIn? You need to show your passport. Or an ID. I think I showed them my passport in order to be able to be an authenticated user. So Kenneth, the short answer is that you're not allowed to have several different profiles, but You can translate the same profile, or you can have the language of your profile, okay, in different languages, but one profile. Is this clear? You can have company pages for several different, let's say, services that you offer, but not for several different clients. Otherwise, people who might be looking for you, they will be confused, okay? Apart from the fact that, as I already mentioned, it's illegal. Did I answer your question, Kenneth? Yeah. So you can translate the existing profile, but you cannot have several different profiles. Let me know, Kenneth, if I have answered your question. So Eugenia says, I've translated staff training material and also interpreted in a company trainings organized. Okay. What is the RR88, Eugenia? We tend to use abbreviations that we feel that everyone knows, but actually we confuse also the algorithm most of the time. So translation agencies translate also company presentations through marketing agency, never worked directly for those companies, but experienced in an automotive company as a secretary some years ago. So Eugenia, for the training material, then I would suggest you to go to the HR department, or if you know a job title related to that topic, you can contact them directly. For marketing materials, I would contact the marketing director if the company has an internal marketing department. If not, you need to work with marketing agencies and offer them your services for such a field. Did I answer your question? So for marketing, it's the marketing director, marketing department of the company. If they don't have an internal department, you go for marketing agencies that they actually specialize in such companies. For training material, you need to find the corresponding department in the company and the job title. Human resources, okay, HR then. Why RRH? HR department it is. Maybe it's in Spanish, I don't know. But HR, it's in English, human resources, okay? Yes, human resources is always a safe way to start. For legal translation, for example, would be the legal department, okay? For marketing, the marketing department, so on. So it really depends on what types of documents we translate. So Kenneth says very clear, I don't want any, and apart from being illegal, which makes sense for me, okay, because they really want to know that you're the real person behind of your profile, is also for the algorithm, Kenneth. We're going to confuse the algorithm, and your profile will be distributed to several different profiles. So you lose strength of your profile. Okay, it doesn't work also technically speaking to have several different profiles, but you can translate or localize your profile to several different languages. I think currently LinkedIn allows you to have 28 different languages, but you can choose the language that you offer to your ideal clients. Okay, Eugenia, Kenneth, let me know if I have answered your question. Jean Josh, who is here? So how to identify and find ideal clients? Any advice on what kinds of LinkedIn posts to be used to find the clients? What else platforms you'd recommend to use to find potential clients? Thank you. So that's a great question. How to identify and find ideal clients? Go and watch our daily task number 1 video, where I describe exactly how you should be able, okay, to go through this exercise to find your ideal clients. How to find your ideal clients, we're going to cover that on Thursday. So stay tuned for day number 4. Any advice on what kinds of LinkedIn posts to be used to find ideal clients? That's for Friday, okay? Day number 5. So we're going to cover that on day number 5, the content creation. So stay tuned until then, okay? So we're going to answer questions on a daily basis. And of course, the platforms that I recommend to use for finding potential clients, LinkedIn, because this challenge for LinkedIn, so I would focus on LinkedIn right now. It really depends who's your ideal client and where do they hang out. The short answer would be, but I need more information in order to become more specific. But about LinkedIn posts, this actually challenge focuses on more direct outreach and outbound marketing methods, whereas LinkedIn post and content marketing is an inbound client acquisition strategy, which is longer. It takes more time to see results, and it's less predictable in comparison to direct outreach that I'm going to teach you until this Thursday. So if you follow the actual challenge on a daily basis, you will see, guys, that until Thursday, I will take you through a proven process that really works. So as you to be able to create your LinkedIn prospecting campaign, how to actually prospect your clients, how to create a strategy to be able to run targeted campaigns and to contact them directly. Very clear, says Kenneth. Don't want to do anything illegal. Choose. Yes, okay. Don't want to confuse the algorithm running around either. Good. Okay, Kenneth. Yes, thank you, Virginia, says Eugenia. Okay. Monica says, my question is similar to Eugenia's. The problem is I have approached their clients. I've only worked for agents. I don't know where to start. That's why, okay, Monica, I recommend you to go through the worksheet and to answer the questions. Otherwise, it's impossible for you to find out who's the decision maker. So even if you might be working, okay, for agencies so far and you haven't worked, this challenge is designed for you guys. So if you have been working, okay, with agencies and you would like to delve deeper, okay, and you would like to actually work with their clients, this challenge will help you. Try to be more concise when you write here. We don't want, very, very long answers here because it will take us forever to read them. So be precise. Any more questions, let me know in the chat. That's why I'm going live with you, and we start with Adam. I'm a translator of German primarily, and also French and Italian into English with a focus on tourism, luxury, okay, marketing and luxury retail. I therefore think I should target head of international marketing or global content and brand manager at mid to large enterprises within the tourism, hospitality and luxury, as well marketing agencies. That's a different type of client marketing agencies, okay? Adam, that might work with such establishment based, okay, perfect, French-speaking European countries and Italy. Yeah, French-speaking doesn't have to be European countries, Adam, can be French-speaking countries in general from all over the world. Why they should be European? Why you limit your audience in Europe? This kind of professional is often in their mid-30s to mid-40s, meaning that they will be working long enough, primary user for professional network for Instagram, for monitoring video. Okay, we don't need this. Okay, let's go to the pain. The pain point is multi-layered. They need English translations. They're generally marketing effective. They're under increasing pressure from above to adopt AI. These people require a direct specialized partner like me, who can demonstrate and validate the human sector-specific expertise and high-quality transcreation paramount for ensuring a premium, consistent brand voice, okay? With increasing skepticism about AI-generated content, they would be relieved to have a person on their side who's not going to rely on AI for everything. They need that human validation. For example, the ability to drop an email and pick up the phone and talk directly to me about the project. Okay, perfect. They also need to know that I'm going to treat that brand voice. Okay, furthermore, they need that financial reassurance. They need to understand that despite my seemingly high rates, working with someone like me is likely to cost them less overall than relying on AI approach. This is because of the potential. So what's your price? What's your rate, Adam? And you think that you are overpriced? Requiring mostly corrections later. Yes, AI will really definitely want corrections later on. So I would like you to write your value, okay? What is the end value, the end outcome that your clients achieve by working with you? It seems that you're very clear about who's your ideal client. Do you have any questions, Adam? Let me know in the chat. Katarzyna, are you here? Sales, medical, marketing, legal, language support, and consulting. What does it mean, language support, Katarzyna? Is it, I don't know, for me it's not clear, language support. What does that mean? I suppose even the direct clients won't understand that. Let me know, guys, if you're here. Idea client, a French small or medium company that wants to introduce the products, for example, cosmetics in Poland, and needs someone to help them with translations, catalogs, flyers, websites, as well with language support, for example, finding and contacting potential clients. Okay. Assisting meetings. This company wants to install itself in the Polish marketplace and sell its products, so it needs someone who will help them. I don't see your specializations apart from the fact that you mentioned cosmetics and the fact that you translate marketing material. Katarzyna, what is your specialization? I don't see it. Adam says, I've been charging 16 to 20 cents, I suppose, per word for their clients. I think that's totally doable. I know colleagues that they charge such amount of money to agencies as well, 15 cents, definitely. So let me know, Adam, if you have any questions so far related to this assignment. Katarzyna, are you here with me? Let me know. So the first thing that I would suggest you is to narrow down, to choose your maximum 3 specializations. Cosmetics, yes, can be one of these, but you need to be more specific by writing here, my dear client is a small, medium company that wants to introduce products in Poland. No one is going to understand who you are talking for, okay, or about here, especially the algorithm of LinkedIn or Google. It's impossible for them without and with zero keywords here to understand, okay, by friends, small, medium company, they don't understand. You need to become more precise, okay, and let them know what type of company. So is it a cosmetic company? You need to write that down, okay? And also what I don't see here is the job title, okay, Katarzyna? So the idea client, and the main difference between an idea client and the target market is the fact, okay, that we use a job title, it's more precise. The target market is a piece of the market, so as to narrow down. So in your case, could be a small, medium cosmetic company based in France that's a target market. But the job title and the specific person in that specific role, that specific company is your idea client. Let me know if this has been clear to you, Katarzyna. So go through this exercise and the actual worksheets. And let me know if you were able to receive the worksheets, guys. If there is anyone who hasn't received the worksheet, you need to let me know here, okay? Is there anyone who hasn't been receiving my emails? You should already have received, for example, on a daily basis, 3 emails. One, with a worksheet and the notification that the actual recorded video, daily task video is released. Second, for the Q&A post to go there and ask your question. And third, the notification for our live session, like we're currently here. So on a daily basis, you will be receiving 3 at least emails from info@vmentoring.com. So you need to add my email address to your contacts so as not to lose anything, okay? Adam says the German agencies I work with let me charge maximum 11 cents per word. That's good still. Usually it's 9 or 10 that I can charge 16 direct clients. A luxury for me. I double my rates or triple my rates when it comes to direct clients, Adam. So it's not about what is luxury to you, but we need also, to make profit, and we need also to reach our financial goals. So we don't set our rates to direct clients relate to what we charge the agencies, okay? That's different. Is this clear? Because in your price that you charge the direct clients, you need to integrate the admin work, the marketing work, the extra expense that you might actually invest in learning how to market your services, okay? The time that you spend, for example, to be here with me, learning how to approach direct clients. So everything should be taken into consideration. So by charging a slightly higher than the price that you have for agents doesn't tell me anything, okay? It's not a strategy. All clear, says Adam. Perfect. So, Murphy, are you here? I saw you earlier. So, services, medical, patent, subtitling. Subtitling is a service. Medical and patent is not a service, Murphy. Is your specialization. Is that correct? So, we need to have it very clear what do we mean by service and what do we mean by subtitling, okay? Katarzyna, she has medical marketing legal translation, which is actually, this is specialization. The fact that you offer translation is a service. Language support and consulting is a service, but medical marketing legal is the specialization, which does not reflect to your idea client, because I don't see who is your idea client for medical, who is your idea client for marketing, and who is your idea client for legal. Okay, Katarzyna, can be one person, can be multiple people, but you need to find their job title in that specific type of company, in that specific location, who might be the decision makers just to contact them. Okay, Katarzyna, so you need to do again the exercise. So Murphy says, for medical, pharmaceutical companies that work mainly in the clinical trial sector, and they need to clearly communicate, okay, who is the decision maker? This is the type of company, but not the idea client, okay? For partner agencies working with the field, so who is your idea client? Here is the project manager, the vendor manager, Murphy. Are you here with me? And for subtitling companies, they want to present themselves and the products or services to an Italian-speaking audience, or need subtitle videos explaining how to use new software or products. So I don't understand. Like, who is your idea client when it comes to those that they actually need subtitle videos explaining how? So, the easiest ways to describe things. The hardest way is what I'm putting you here to do, and that's what you need to do. You need to describe them, but also to use their job title, their location, okay? You need to be more precise. Otherwise, it's impossible for me or for you to go later on LinkedIn and compile a prospect list. If you do not know their name, the company that they work for, their job title, how you're supposed to find them? How you're supposed to find for subtitling companies that want to present themselves. And that's the reason why most of you, even if you think that you have it clear in your mind, you don't get clients. Because if you describe the clients the way that Matthew has described their clients here for subtitling, then it's impossible for you to find them. And many of you, you come to me and you join my fully booked translator forum and you tell me, Virginia, I know in theory my clients, but I cannot find them practically. And that's the reason why, because you have it very vague in your mind who might be interested in your service and you think that's your ideal client. No, you need to go through my exercise to answer the questions in the worksheet and come back with a job title of that specific person, the decision maker, okay, for those services, and you need to narrow down. I understand that the way that you describe here your clients for subtitling might be more general, and that way you think that you'll be able to cover and to find more clients, which is okay. But the more you narrow down, the higher the chances that your profile will be found by your ideal clients, also technically speaking, because LinkedIn algorithm will be able to understand who is your ideal client. So right now, if I'm not able as a human to understand, okay, who's your ideal client, imagine the algorithms, okay? So you need to rephrase that and to narrow down and to find the job title for the medical pharmaceutical companies, the job title for patent for those agencies, the job title, okay, for subtitling, and be more precise. Let me know, Matthew, if you have any more questions or if this has been clear to you here. Do you have any more questions? Are you ready to go through? So what you need to do now is to go back and redo the exercise, okay? And you can come back with the updated version of your results, okay? Let me know, guys. Jinzo Shu, what is your business or service? Language service consultation about immigration, studying in the UK, cross-cultural communication strategy. Perfect. Clear, thanks. Great, Matthew. Who is your ideal client? Business owners and organizations, individuals who want to study and immigrate to the UK. And let me know if you go and write this thing, business owners, organizations, and individuals. If you go and write that to your LinkedIn profile, what results do you think that LinkedIn algorithm will bring to you? Is it possible for LinkedIn algorithm to understand who is your ideal client by writing business owners, organization, individuals? So vague, is so generic that it's impossible to narrow down so as your profile to be shown to your ideal clients. So we need specific job title. And why we call job titles? Because, okay, individuals who want to study or to migrate to the UK might be your ideal clients, but cannot be found through LinkedIn. And also based on the GDPR law for protection of personal data, you cannot contact directly individual using their personal data. So I would suggest you to use LinkedIn for B2B, business to business, okay, communication, and find those business owners and organizations that would be interested in hiring you and offering and assigning you translation projects. You need to be precise by answering those questions, because the more generic you're trying to be, okay, the less likely you are going to be found by your ideal clients. And also, practically, it's impossible for you to use LinkedIn or Google as an online directory to be able to compile a list with potential clients. Because if you put business owners, organizations, you will get such a huge list, which is going to be that generic that you won't be able to adjust and to rewrite your copy on your LinkedIn profile to be targeted to them. My copywriter used to tell me, if you're trying to talk to everyone through your copy and your LinkedIn profile, is like talking to no one. So if you go to your LinkedIn profile, Zenzo Shu, and you write business owners and organization individuals who want to migrate in the UK, you will get 0 results and 0 traffic. And it makes sense because it's not understandable by the search engines. Let me know, Jean, if I have answered, if I have given you feedback, and if you're ready to go and rework, okay, on your assignment. I would expect, okay, to see here the job title and the way that I'm describing here how to rewrite that. So we need to be clear on activity sector specializations, for instance, renewable energies. Yes, Eugenia, in the daily task video 1, I clearly state that you need maximum 3 specializations. 2 service, ex-remote services are taken. I suppose that all of us, we know what services we offer. 3 ideal client is a decision maker, job title in the specific company. Is that correct? I hope yes, Eugenia. That's why I'm going live with you to clarify. But if you watch again the daily task video 1, I'm very clear there that I'm telling you, you go and you start with your specializations, then you narrow down, and then you find the people actually that are the decision makers for those types of services that you offer and specializations in those types of companies that you would like to work for. Target market, a piece of the market where we can offer our services, ideal client, 1 person. Okay, Eugenia? Thank you for the recap. But is this clear right now? If you go and watch again as many times as you want, my actually daily task video 1 was released early in the morning with instruction. I think I've been repeating that quite enough. I didn't want to make very long the video repeating myself, but if you watch it many times, you will see that I'm clearly stating 3 maximum specializations, your target market and your ideal clients, a step-by-step process. And of course, you need to narrow down because you might be able or talented enough to cover more services or to address more target markets. We need to narrow down to become specific, targeted, so as also tomorrow when we're going to optimize your LinkedIn profile, to be able to create a LinkedIn profile that talks to them. Technically speaking, to be able to educate the algorithm of LinkedIn about who is our ideal client, and LinkedIn algorithm will start boosting the visibility of our profile to the right people by having more target keywords. And secondly, when we're going to contact our ideal clients on Thursday, after you have created the message, you will be able, to find them. And when they visit your LinkedIn profile, they will see themselves in your copy rather than just business owners or organizations. They want to see themselves so as to have this kind of reaction. Yes, that's Eugenia. That's the person we're looking for. She has exactly the experience that we're looking for. And she's highly specialized in the field that we're looking somebody to help us with. Okay, that's the reaction. I have from Gracie. I don't know, Gracie, Beatrix, if you're here with me, I would really like to raise this topic because Gracie mentioned 6 cents per word is a lot in some countries. And I think that Gracie mentions that because in my daily task video, one that was released early in the morning, and if you have missed it, you can go back. Dolores, is this related, your question, to our daily task number 1? Dolores, when did you able to go through our daily task number 1? I still don't have the worksheet, but I'll be following the videos. Gracie, I will check with my team to see, but if you were able to receive the notification, okay, unless you signed up today. Did you sign up later today? When did you sign up for this challenge, Gracie? I will check with my team. And also, Gracie, where are you based? Have you watched the welcome video? Did you introduce yourself in our group? All of you guys, Dolores, Gracie, Matthew, I want you to go back and watch the welcome video. It would really help me, okay? Okay, Dolores, so you have watched daily task number 1. Were you able to do the work, your assignment? Were you able to share the results in the comments area to give you feedback? Because I don't see your question as, let's say, relevant. I can answer the question, but if I don't see your, let's say, assignment results and the related questions, then I cannot find an answer for my translation at the same time. Okay, I will go through your questions later on. Let's go step by step. So, Gracie, where are you from? Are you friends? So you have here 6 cents per word is a lot in some countries, and I totally respect that. But we cannot set up our rates, okay? And we cannot, let's say, discuss about how much I'm working on it. Great, Dolores, okay? So you can catch up later on daily and tag me, okay, whenever you're ready. So as me and my team to be able to get back to you. So whenever, Dolores, you share your results, tag me so as me to be able to get back to you and give you feedback in written format. And of course, tomorrow you can join me live again because I will be going live on a daily basis, guys. So you can ask me questions also for the previous tasks in case that you have fallen behind. Of course, I will give priority to the people that they are actually catching up, so they are at the pace of the challenge. And then at the secondary, let's say, priority, I will answer questions for previous assignments, okay? So 6 cents per word, yes, might be a lot in some countries, but we cannot charge our rates based on those countries, okay? We need to go through online and monitor the activity of our competition to see how much we should be able to charge also. We need to charge our worth. What does it mean? That we need to charge the amount of money that we will be able to make a decent living. We have been studying languages forever in order to be able to become capable of translating. At least myself, my parents were paying for private tutors since I was the first grade of elementary school. And then I studied for 5 years. Then I got my MBA. So if you put down all the investment that your family and yourself have made and the amount of money that you have lost the time that you were studying, for example, you will see that if you're going and charge 6 cents per word, not only you won't be able to make a 6-figure income, but also you will never get back the investment that you have made in order to study that hard for that so many years in order to reach the point to become capable enough of offering such a high quality work to your ideal clients. So And also my answer to this comment would be, it's not only about how much we charge for ourselves in order to make a decent living. Somebody might tell me, oh, Virginia, I live in Costa Rica or I live in Bali and the expenses here are very low and I don't pay a lot for rent, so I can charge low. But you affect the whole profession. So we need to be responsible for our action, okay? It's not only for us and the income that we're making, it's the fact that we're destroying a whole industry by giving the wrong impression to our clients that we can charge lower because I don't have many expenses. No, we need to be professionals, and professionals mean that we have taken into consideration competition, okay, in general, internationally speaking, the rates for language combination, and also we have taken into consideration a decent living and a six-figure annual living. I hope, Gracie, that I have answered your question. Let me know. I have two main specializations at the moment, yet everything comprised by those two specializations can just be as well be translated with AI. Maybe not even. What are your two specializations, Gracie? I don't see them here. So how could I still find clients under such circumstances? Do a bit AI? Of course you can do that, but I don't know, Gracie, what are your specializations? And when did you sign up? Did you sign up for the challenge today? Because if you have received already the two emails, you should have received the first email as well. Let me know, Grace, if you're here with me and answer those questions of mine, just to be able to be more precise. What time did you sign up, Gracie, for the challenge? Did you sign up today? Kenneth, are you still here with us? So what is your business service? I'm a Danish language expert, helping English-speaking companies get into the Danish market or become more profitable if they're already here. The other leg is the opposite, where I help Danish companies, okay, to grow in English-speaking markets. So who understands here what types of companies and what specialization Kenneth has? No one? Because it's very generic. Of course, I understand that you can help any type of company, but you need to be more precise, because if you go and you put that kind of sentence, Kenneth, to your LinkedIn profile, you will understand, okay, that the algorithm won't be able to boost the visibility of your profile to an audience because they don't understand who's your ideal client. Gracie says, I wrote my question and then another video. I have two, but everything. Yeah, what are your specializations? Okay, Grace, I just saw your question, went through, but I don't see your specializations, Gracie, so I would like to answer those questions. I understand there's a bit of delay in the network, so you might be listening to me a bit of delayed, but I would like to see the answers to my questions. So who is your ideal? One ideal client is English travel agent, okay, who wants to enter lucrative Denmark. Okay, I need help to have their content translated and adapted. Okay, what content? I assume travel content, marketing content. My avatar is a 45 years old female project. Here's project. The travel agent is a project manager who has been told by her manager that she must find a solution to enter, have all their existing content translated, and she has to find somewhere good and reliable. The budget is there if the solution is right. Her deadline was yesterday, and she knows a lot about the English travel market, and she doesn't know anything about Denmark and translation. But you mentioned that existing content is already translated. Okay, my service and offer is to her is that I can take the whole task off her desk, and go immediately and be her one point of contact for everything. So if you go and you put just project manager Kenneth on LinkedIn, you will be able to find your ideal clients and compile a list with hundreds or thousands of them. Will be targeted enough, like the countries that you want, the types of industries that you want? I suppose no. So even if descriptive here, okay, the description is quite to the point, we need to find who is your ideal client, and we need to be as precise as it gets us to be able, first of all, to find our ideal clients practically and compile a prospect list, okay, with full names of them. And secondly, when they visit our profile, to see themselves. So here I don't see a specific person, okay? It's very vague. It's different the English travel agent, and it's different the project manager. And we need to actually create, for example, is it, for example, travel and leisure agency project manager, your ideal client in such a term. But also we need to see your specializations, which I don't see them. So I miss your specializations, and by your description here, I don't understand what types of companies you work for, Kenneth. So our specialization should be very precise and should be very clearly stated, okay, through our unique selling proposition. Let me know, Kenneth, if I have helped you. So you need to rewrite that by having your specialization in your mind. Also, technically speaking, to include keywords just to educate the algorithm of LinkedIn about who's your ideal client, and that way the LinkedIn algorithm will start boosting the visibility of your profile to the right audience. And secondly, when we're going to start contacting your clients, you will be able to start finding them. And when they visit your LinkedIn profile, they will see themselves in your copy, and they will realize that you are the highly specialized translator just for them. Let me know, Kenneth, if I have answered your question, and if this is clear. You can rewrite the copy and reshare it with me. Make sure that you mention that this is the updated version, so as for me to go through only through the updated version. Monica says, I provide specialized English to German Latin America translation for medical and healthcare content. My dear clients are US-based healthcare companies and healthcare organizations that need to communicate. So this is the target market. Okay, Monica, I need to see the decision maker. Who is the decision maker? What is their job title? Congratulations, Monica. Eugenia says, my business or sales, I provide specialized translation and typing sales for companies in the renewable energy and electric mobility sectors with a focus on supporting clear and efficient communication between local terms and French-speaking headquarters and stakeholders in high-pressure, fast-evolving international environments. Up to here, I don't understand who you work for in renewable energy and electric mobility sectors. Renewable energy, electric mobility sectors. Okay, your services include, okay. So your ideal client is a mid-sized company. An ideal client is a person, it's not a company, okay? In the renewable energy or mobility sector, either pass or working closely. Okay. The key action decision makers, following is typically procurement manager, marketing community director. Congratulations, this is what we're looking for here, okay? They are often overworked, under constant time pressure. The main pains include stress, lack of reliable language providers. What do they want the most? Reliable, low-maintenance language provider. Ensure fast, accurate communication. Build trust with French-speaking headquarters and stakeholders. Fewer delays, less back and forth, and peace of mind. In order to achieve what? So this is great that you have written here, okay? Very to the point, Eugenia. But usually they want to achieve something higher. Okay, usually our end clients, direct clients, what they want most is usually a topic that they discuss during their annual meetings. Okay, so it's not, for example, fewer delays. They want fewer delays in order to avoid extra costs or to increase productivity. They want to build trust with French-speaking headquarters and stakeholders so as to ensure long-term collaborations or to increase, let's say, their income and their profit. Let me know, Eugenia. I saw that you're here with me. If I have helped you and given you feedback to your work. So all of you guys, based on my feedback here today, you can watch the recording in our Facebook group. You can go through my comments and rewrite the updated version. And tomorrow, based on your results of today's assignment, we are going to do daily task number 2, which is actually to update your LinkedIn profile starting from your headline tomorrow. So let me know, Gracie, were you able to answer my question? I don't see. Okay, medical and technical. Household appliances and tools, medical device and instruments. Okay, so I don't think that soon enough the medical and pharmaceutical industries that they're less budget-sensitive industries will depend on AI. They will always need the human interaction there because they don't jeopardize having a mistake in the translation because of AI and to lose a life, okay, or to be the actual responsible for having a loss. So it's really important that those industries, they focus on high quality and not on AI. Maybe the technical translations might be faster, let's say, affected by AI, okay? But still the direct clients, they have not yet integrated AI in their actually, I don't see how also psychotherapy and healthcare, they actually depend on AI. So that's my 5 cents, that's my advice here. So I would focus on the less budget sensitive clients, Gracie, those that I just described, that they focus on high quality rather than, okay, their budget. Those that they don't depend on the budget, they're not in a hurry to integrate AI in their processes. And also based on ISO, for example, that most of those companies, they're covered with ISO. And also the legislation in some countries, those translations, they need to be certified, they need to be taken by a human in order to be able to reassure that no actually accidents might happen based on a user guide or a manual mistranslation or medical devices mistranslation. This is really important. So Gracie, you're covered. I don't think that soon enough your work will be covered by AI, and still, even if it does, you'll still be able to charge high rates rather than other industries. As I mentioned, because there is always need for medical translators and legal translators, there is always need for such professionals. And also those industries are less budget sensitive industries, so they focus on high quality rather than the budget. So I don't see a reason why to integrate AI. Hello, Amy. The Leonardis, let me know if you have signed up for the actual challenge. Let me know, guys, if you're here with me. And also if you have all received the works apart from Gracie. Gracie, also I would be very curious to know, when did you sign up for the challenge? Did you sign up early this morning? If you have signed up earlier than this, then you should have received the worksheet. Because sometimes my emails, I have over 4,000 people in my mail list, end up in the spam folder. I would suggest you to check also your inbox by putting my email address there, info@vmentoring.com, to check all of your special folders that you might have in your inbox to find my emails. And then to add info@vmentoring.com in your contacts so as not to miss anything. So I would suggest you to catch up with this assignment. Go and watch daily task number 1. Download the worksheet from your email. Send us an email at info@vmentoring.com in case that you have not received the worksheet, just to check with my team if there are any technical reasons. Do the work. Share your results underneath the daily task 1 video, okay, based on my instructions, and also ask all of your questions underneath the daily Q&A post 1. Tomorrow's assignment, daily task number 2, is going to be devoted to optimize your LinkedIn profile. But in order to be able to create a target LinkedIn profile and to be able to bring you the results that I've been promising to you, like 2,000% more views, like many previous participants of mine that were able to achieve, you need first to have narrowed down your audience and to know that you are highly specialized in maximum 3 fields, and that you were able, okay, to actually define your ideal clients based on daily task number 1 exercise. Okay, so let me know, guys, if you need extra help. You can watch the recording. You will be able actually to find all the recordings if you go to our LinkedIn profile. Okay, that's LinkedIn actually group, the 5-day LinkedIn challenge. Okay, this is our group, and if you go here in the tabs menu and you go to the guides, you will be able, okay, to go here and find all the recordings. So here is the welcome video, and here you will be able to see the daily task trainings and the daily Q&A video. So everything will be in the guides, and also everything will be here in the featured section. If you go through here, the arrow, you'll be able to find the most recent posts in our group. Last way to find all the videos, you can go to the media section here, and instead of the photos, click here, videos, and you'll be able to find the welcome video, the welcome celebration live call that we had on Sunday, and we share some great hacks and tips there. The daily task number 1 video released early in the morning today, and our live Q&A, where I'm giving you feedback and I'm answering all of your questions. I would suggest you to watch the recording also, because everything will be deleted after this week. So you will be able to get access to all the recordings for 1 week. If you want to catch up with daily task number 1, okay, video, you can watch it here as many times as you want, and you can answer in the comments area here, okay, to share your results based on my instructions. Also, if you have any kind of questions, first go and watch the daily task number 1 live Q&A, where I'm asking your questions. Okay, and then if you come up with more questions, tag me here by putting the at and my name. Okay, tag me, and then ask your question so as me to be able to get back to you and answer your questions, either if I can in a written format, or tomorrow live again at 5 p.m. So tomorrow, early in the morning, 8 a.m. in the morning, will be released the daily task number 2 video with instructions on how to optimize your LinkedIn profile. You watch the video, you download the related worksheet, daily task number 2 worksheets from your email. You follow my instructions, you do the work, you share your results underneath the daily task number 2, or based on my instructions in daily task number 2 video. Okay, and then you share your questions underneath the dedicated post. Okay, that will be in our group, a dedicated post, daily task number 2 Q&A post, where you will be able to ask all of your questions related to daily task number 2. And if you were not able to catch up on time for daily task number 1, and you are catching up, okay, with the previous assignments, you can also share your questions and let me know at Virginia. This question is about our task number 1, and I just came later on and I'm sharing here my questions. So as for me, later on tomorrow, again 5 p.m. Central European time, which is 8 p.m. my time here in Greece, to go live again. You just need to refresh the page of our group, LinkedIn, okay, challenge, 5-day LinkedIn challenge for language professionals Facebook group. You refresh your homepage and the live appears there. Okay. If you click going to the events section, you will be able to see your own time zone and to receive notifications about the upcoming events. So you go here that says events. You will be able, okay, to find all the actual live sessions as events here. And you will be able, instead of seeing invite here, to see going, click going, so to receive notification, or you can click on the 3 dots here and it says here, add to calendar. So you will be able to add to your own calendar. If you have, let's say, what type of calendar, Windows or a Mac calendar, whatever, okay, that you have, you can add it to your calendar and you will be notified directly, okay, about the live session. The live session takes place here in our group. So you just need to refresh the page and let me know if this has been clear so far. Let me know if there are any extra questions that I didn't answer. Good luck with assignment number 1. If you're watching the replay, use the hashtag replay and tag me in the comments. I would love to hear back from you. And of course, tag me so as me to not be notified about any new results that you're sharing. And of course, your questions in the related post, not everywhere in the group. Last thing I would like to mention, go and watch a welcome video and introduce yourself in a separate post like most of you have done already. So as for us to be able to build a supportive community and for me to be able to get to know you better in your background. So you just need to share a photo of yours. This is a great photo, for example, of Katarzyna. Great photo, Katarzyna. Love the background. And a short description based on the 3 questions: who you are and what you do, or what you would like to do in case you haven't started yet. Why did you join the challenge and what do you expect to gain out of this? That's it. Short description, no links included. We don't promote any businesses here. It's great community, supportive one, private, and we keep it, let's say, confidential, private, and support, so as for us to be able to get the most out of this challenge. By the end of this week, I promise to you, if you follow step-by-step my instructions and you do the work on a daily basis, you will be able to see the results that I've been promising to you since the start of this, the beginning of this challenge, like even 2,000% more views to your LinkedIn account, traffic increase, your ideal clients contacting you through LinkedIn, even booking appointments with your clients, expand your network, or why not get even projects and clients before the challenge ends. Let me know if you have any more questions, if something has not been clear. If not, we are closing our daily task number 1 live Q&A. I'm so excited. I will be spending the rest of the week. We're having here Holy Week for Easter. We're from Catholics, we're Christian Orthodox here 1 week later. But I'm glad that I'm spending these holidays with you, the Holy Week, and before Easter here in Greece, and to go live with you on a daily basis. Make sure that you join me live to make the most of it and to do the work. Trust the process, follow the steps, do the work, and do not overthink. Don't spend more than 30 minutes, okay, maximum 1 hour for each assignment. It's better than perfect. You'll be able to see results even if you might not be perfect, okay, on LinkedIn or in general online. Kind of wait to see you tomorrow. Stay tuned for the email. And if you haven't received my worksheet, you're welcome, Eugenia. Send me an email at info@vmentoring.com. Okay. So as me and my team to check, but also add info@vmentoring.com in your contact list, your email list, so as all of my emails to end up in your inbox. Okay. Primary inbox. See you tomorrow. Good luck by updating your daily task number 1, and tomorrow daily task number 2. We're going to optimize your LinkedIn profile. Wednesday, we're going to create your messages based on templates. Thursday, we're going to contact your clients. I'm so excited. And of course, on Friday, we're going to celebrate your wins and of course, to discuss about content marketing and what type of content to share based on LinkedIn algorithms, just to be able to attract our ideal clients. If there are no more questions, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone.